Oh, sales manager. Oof. Well,
Yeah.
number one, I have grown weary of that word, manager, because I'm a fan of Simon Sinek and
Mhm.
John Maxwell, and right. I mean, all of these guys that talk about leadership and the difference between leadership and management. I quickly learned how to get away from managing things and really leading people. And so I wouldn't ask my people, number one, as a sales leader or sales manager, I would never ask my people to do something I wasn't willing to do. And so really putting myself in their shoes and understanding where they're at and what they're dealing with. Like we were talking about earlier, how do we deal with the anxiety, the overwhelm, the objections that come up, right? These things that come up. One of the things that I've kind of honed in on is I get to help heal self-inflicted sales harm that people do, and helping people understand the the problems really start with us when we open our mouth, right? And that's where we fail people too often. And so as a manager, it's how do we listen? How do we ask the right questions? How do we find out what is important to the client in order to present them with exactly what they need instead of using a shotgun approach or throwing up on people, right? And so as a manager or as a leader, it's listening to your people, asking them the right questions, doing ride-alongs, doing evaluations, and not to criticize them, but to help them, right? To get better so that you don't have to ride with them, so that they can increase their closing percentage or increase their average ticket, or right, so they can get better at doing what they do, which is taking care of the clients.
Yeah, that's awesome. And one of the key things that I heard in there, and something that I practice, is the listening aspect. The best salespeople listen more than they talk, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So,
absolutely.
so that's amazing.